everyone. Welcome to a live stream. I'm sorry about my voice. It sounds so hot. It is so. Um, so let me just adjust this. Just okay. Okay. Welcome to another live stream. It's been just a day, and it's pretty awesome to be live streaming yet again. Hope you guys can hear me because I'm speaking so far off. Let me see if I can do something with my tripod. Trying to do something. Never mind. I can't do anything. I can't even adjust it right now. Might as well just leave it and fix it some other time, if there is a time. Push it in. Okay. Sorry about this. It's just so uncomfortable. I'm so worried if it's picking up my voice or not. Okay. So, so elections is over. It's officially over. So far, they've counted like less than 10% of the votes, which is not that bad if you think about it. It's not that bad at all. I'm actually surprised um, they got some stuff done, but I would be more surprised if they finished everything. What I'm more surprised of is just how many other ballots they have to count. So here's a quick recap. Yesterday I voted, and you had to vote for three things. So you had three separate papers, and you had to make a cross on whoever you vote, on whichever party you want. So yeah, and then you have to fold it. You have to fold it, and then push it inside the ballot box, which has a very small slit. So it's kind of annoying to push that in. But after that, you're done. All three of them are different. One is regional, provincial, and uh, what's the other one? National. So yeah, it's pretty important in my opinion. National, yes. Provincial, yes. But regional, I think they just added as a new thing. So there's so much concepts now, and I don't even know how to even say this, but it's going to be pretty difficult for a lot of parties to get a lot of smaller parties, because there are a lot of big parties. Obviously, the big three. You have the big three parties, and it's just extremely easy for them to gain votes because they are just the big three. The big three, everyone knows of them, and they're just basically different flavors of left wing politics. So that's pretty interesting, just different flavors of it. But but what I've also seen is the rise of some smaller parties. Uh, you have some cool parties like the Patriotic Alliance. You have Freedom Front Plus, which is another interesting party, and I voted for neither of them. Earlier this year, I was going to vote for Patriotic Alliance, but then I decided to vote for another party. And that's the thing. I had to make a big decision. I had to vote between, I had to choose between two parties. Now, here's the thing. I could have voted for one party on national and maybe two with another party, or maybe two for, like two with national and regional something else. But I decided to vote differently. And I'm not sure if I'm the only one who vote. Oh, my tripod's trying to fly away. Move away. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who voted in my area for the one party that I voted for, which is weird because um, a lot of people would have possibly voted for the Liberal Party, DA. Um, I'm trying to sit comfortably, my back aches, and I can't even do this properly. I'm sorry. I just worry if the phone is not picking up anything. I'm just gonna squeeze up and just talk, and this is not even helping. It's not helping. But anyways, there's just so many, in my opinion. and so far all of that, less than 10%, you can say 8% of the country's votes for national. So national is like presidential, in other words, which party you want to lead. And yeah, so far the big three are leading and everything else is just lagging behind. But for national, my party, from the last time I checked, gained like 13K votes, over 13K votes. That's pretty impressive. They're not going to really reach anything because they're competing against ANC and all the other main big three. Which, guess what? They the ANC is close to a million. DA, which is a Liberal Party, it's close to like 500K or 600K, I think. EFF is like 300, not 300, sorry, like 100 something K. So yeah, EFF is a pretty radical company. Not company, what do you call it? Party. Okay, sorry. Every time I mention company so much, so especially when I'm alone, I'm thinking about stuff, and I just think about different companies and wokeness. So I'm sorry if I mentioned the word company multiple times. Also, I was going to mention something. I forgot to mention everyone this thing. So recently, before the election, the ANC, the ruling party, you know what they decided to do? They decided to pass a bunch of bills just before the election. These people, oh my goodness, I kid you not, it was such an irksome thing to see because they just push these things. Some of these bills, I don't know about everything, but one I know, one I know, and it's extremely controversial. The NHI. Now I forgot what it stands for, but it's basically a health bill, and what it does is it basically ruins private. It ruins private health sections. Like, for example, let's just say you go to your own private hospital. Now, um, at times, private hospitals, you have to um, have a membership, or not a membership specifically, but sometimes you have to pay them a lot of money sometimes. And it's not for everyone, it's not open for everyone. If you have a common flu, you can't just go there, you can go anywhere else, like your regular doctor. But now, a lot of, well, even I'm guessing doctors are included in this, private doctors, where now you just go in and it's like free stuff. Yes, I kid you not, it's like I'm sure there's a bit of nuance to that, but from what I've gathered, it's this kind of health that's free and you get it anyway. Go anywhere and get it. And here's the thing, that doesn't make any sense, because now you have to go, you can even go to private places and just get free stuff. That's not supposed to work. The reason why they're private is because they can charge that much and they can afford the best equipment. But for some reason, they passed it, and this is obviously going to gain them more votes. They did this on purpose to gain more votes. They also passed this gender based violence. Ooh, GBV. Everywhere now on TV, you get this ad, gender based violence. I've been seeing it for years. And the way they glorify it. Because here's the thing, yes, I'm not denying that these things are happening, but the way they speak about it, as if as if this is the only important thing. It's like there's so much happening in the country, but no one's going to talk about that besides GBV. And the thing about GBV is that if they cared so much about it, why pass a bill only days before the election? Why? I kid you not. This is literally fishing for votes. This is desperateness. They could have passed it. Okay, 2019 was the previous election. They had from 2019, after they won, 2020. I'm sorry about my large hands, by the way. So they had like 5 years to pass this. 5 years. Or more than that, 2019, 2020. Like, yeah. Uh, from 2019, or let's just cut 2019. Let's just say to 2020, or if you want to minus that, 2021 or 2022. Okay. there was no COVID withdrawal, so it could have easily passed to 2022, but they did not. They passed these things because of votes. And that's just what happened. It sucks, it's annoying, and they are getting more votes. There are a lot more parties, and some parties that are basically like the anti-ANC, which is gaining a lot of momentum. And so far, an anti-ANC party is winning, which is pretty cool. In my province, basically, they're winning. I'm not a fan of them, but I don't know. I feel like all of them are just gonna do some silly things. That's the thing. It's like it's so ridiculous. It really is ridiculous what's happening. I don't think my party is gonna win, but I do believe that the Liberal Party will win this time around. After 30 years of ANC ruling, the Democratic Alliance will win. They will win, and some people might think that's untrue, but that's the thing. It could happen. It could happen. They're just like so far they've counted like 2 million votes, and out of the 2 million, obviously the 50 something parties have gathered many votes, but the Democratic Alliance is like a couple of 100K behind ANC, so that's pretty cool. Now, the worst part about all of this is how a lot of people, how a lot of people slander the DA for no reason whatsoever. It's so ridiculous. The same way they slander Trump and the Republicans, they do the same thing over here with DA. They believe in such wacky things, but the thing is that it's not considered conspiracy theory, is it? Is it? Even though it's supposed to be, because those are conspiracy theories. So yes, all I can say is that it's going to be an interesting election because a lot of people turned up. In fact, there's more rumor of, well, not a rumor. It's a lot of people are stating that, reporting that more people have voted now than 2019 election. So that's kind of interesting. More people are getting on to vote, but I believe that DA is gonna win. They're gonna win, and I wonder what's gonna happen. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know at this point. And I always wonder, like, let's just say if the DA wins, what's the West response to the DA winning? I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off. A lot of people are going to be pissed off. That's the thing, that they're such a liberal party. And that's the thing, a lot of people will be pissed off because a lot of people don't know that much about South Africa. They don't know that much about the bad about South Africa. And I'm not a fan of the DA, but I think they can do a better job than the ANC. That's just how it's going to be. But I never voted for them. I did not do that. Um, I wish my vote did count. Anyways, sorry for sounding so tired, because I am tired. I almost fell asleep on the couch. So what's up with everything else? I have not been paying attention to the other types of news now. I've been a bit lacking. Um, so much is happening, and some of you guys, I'm sure, will know that um, what can I say? I don't even know at this point. I would like to say more stuff, but I don't even know. Um, I have not spoken about Eric July in some time. So Eric July, he launched a new statue, a Yaira statue. That looks freaking amazing. It looks wonderful. It looks beautiful. And I'm surprised how it looks. A lot of people were not fans of the live action trailer, and I can understand why. So, in my opinion, I think they should just keep animated trailers only. Just keep your animations, and that's it. That's it. You don't need live action. Live action is terrible. That's the problem with live action. That sometimes it's not that it's always going to be bad. It's that for a small ad, you rather just put that money aside for animation. And Eric did say it did cost less to make live action, which I can also understand. But I feel like you don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. Um, Let me just check my Nintendo Switch because I need to see what is going on. Okay. So what else can I talk about? What else can I even say? I don't even know. Don't even know. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I wish things were not as confusing. Oh, yes, yes, I forgot to add something. Daily Wire. Last week I was so pumped for the Daily Wire backstage event. I was like, oh my gosh, they obviously dropping the Pendragon cycle. They're announcing that. Then I tune in um on that day. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember. I think it was Thursday in my time, my country's time. And I was just so disappointed. I was extremely disappointed when they gave me nothing but a ad for razors. Yes, a razor ad. So that was so disappointing. Like the ad itself is okay, but oh my gosh, I feel so betrayed for some reason. I feel so betrayed. I would rather have the Pendragon cycle ad. But here's the thing: I did not watch the full backstage, but I did hear something about them having something to post this week. Now, I'm assuming it could be a trailer for Pendragon Cycle. Hopefully, it is the Pendragon Cycle. Because if it's not the Pendragon Cycle, then I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Really disappointed. Imagine, imagine if they keep hyping it and we're never gonna see it. I'm waiting for something, anything. So I'm checking my subscription page. And there's just so much on my subscription page. This is my subscription page. And wow, there's so much of stuff. I'm surprised I subscribe to so many channels. Some videos are gaining like 1 view, 72 views, 69 views. So I don't even know. I don't even know at this point what to watch. There's so much. I am subscribed to so much, okay? I remember on my old channel, I was also subscribed to so many accounts that when you click the page, when you click the subscription page, so much went down. So much bad stuff went down. That's the thing. It's like it would stutter a lot. Okay, now enough about enough about um, my subscription page because there's nothing fun about that. I want to talk about the entertainment side of things. I want to rant on just a bit, because I want to end this live stream now, but I want to add one more thing. I've noticed there's a large amount of disdain for the show Mr. Bertram. So I want to add to this and say that Mr. Bertram is an interesting thing. Some people like it, a lot of people don't like it. It's gaining the ire of many, and many people don't like it because it's politics. They don't like it because the art style. They don't like it because they just feel like, okay, the Daily Wire is producing it. But I watched this video from a channel that I usually watch. Well, not usually, like sometimes watch, and this person put it pretty well. You know, people need to stop making shows out of spite or in spite of something. For example, the Velma series. The Velma series was all about spite. It was all about hating the fans. A lot of people um, d- would mention this, but the thing is that uh, there's more layers in the cake than just one. A lot of people will just think this is the reason why it's so bad, but no. The reason why it's so bad is because it's woke, and when you're woke, when you're woke, you have to be you have to be against the fans. You have to be against so many people, right? Because that's it, right? You got to fight against the anti-wokesters, and this is such a bad thing, especially when Mr. Bertram isn't an anti. Well, I would say it's just a show. It's a show filled with politics that some people don't like, but it's done in a way where not everyone likes it. And I think they can do better, in my opinion, but that's just it. So Velma and Mr. Bertram, they're being compared just the same, and it kind of makes sense because a lot of people don't want the politics. But the thing I've noticed is a lot more people are open to talk about Mr. Bertram's politics. A lot more. That's the thing I've noticed. A lot of other people would be like, nah, I'm not going to say the woke word, but when it comes to Mr. Bertram, they're fine with calling it a conservative show. And that's the thing, it's like, fine, call it a conservative show, but come on, okay? Velma is definitely a woke show. It's made by wokeness. The reason why the writing sucks is because of wokeness, you know? And the reason why Mr. Bertram, many people don't like it, many people claim the writing is meh, it's because it's focused so much on politics. It's the opposite of Velma, but it's not really poking fun at the fans. It's poking fun at the enemies. In other words, well, yeah. Well, in Velma's case, the enemies are the fans of old Scooby Doo. So I believe that if Daily Wire just focuses on less political content, I know they're still a news company, but for their regular entertainment, just focus on less politics. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Focus on less politics, the better. I know the Pendragon cycle is coming out soon, but it still doesn't change the fact that they need more apolitical stories. They need like hundreds of thousands. Well, not so much, but like a couple of them. That's all a lot of people are asking for. Sure, you will never win over the naysayers, but it's perfectly fine to just secure your fan base and please your fan base. That's the most important stuff. Make something for the fans, make something for newcomers. Don't just make something not to critique, but don't make something to just laugh at and poke your fingers at people and laugh at them, because a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like that. And some on the right will say it's just it's just too political for their taste. All right, all right. Have y'all seen that video Have y'all seen that video of that guy in praise of shadows? No, no, I'm not becoming a drama channel. I don't want to become a drama channel, but I'm mentioning this, but the thing is that I haven't watched his full video. I've seen people reacting to it, and the thing a lot of people won't point out is it's like there's nothing wrong with being a conservative. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a conservative, but the way these people make it seem as if you're such a bad person, and then he was calling other people conservative, and people were like, oh no, they're not conservative. And it's like, so what if he is? So what if the people were conservative? What's your big deal? That's how you should answer stuff, because at this point it's like things are so biased. A lot of people need to understand that things are so biased, and a lot of people on my side, um, many times we aren't welcome in places. Like no matter how well we are with certain things, how much knowledge we have of certain geek lore or nerd culture, we are not welcome in places anymore because we've been chased out from people that used to call us nerds and geeks in the first place. And now we are being attacked. Well, we're still being attacked. It's just the way they attack is different. I really hope, I really hope that Daily Wire at least just makes less political stuff. It doesn't just have to be fantasy, it can be anything, anything at all. Just less politics, the better. Less politics, the better. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this live stream. It's like all over the place, but to recap, to recap, to recap, yesterday's elections is over. From what I've heard, people were still voting even in the morning because the lines were so long. Like 2 a.m. in the morning, people were voting. Imagine waiting like hours. Oh my goodness, that's really sad. Um, and it sucks because there were problems all over the place. So that's the thing. There was some problems, so people had to wait longer. In my voting station, um, we waited like 40 minutes, but that was when the line was actually long. Like hours later, everything was cleared up because the area we are in, I feel like a lot of the people came early, like early in the morning just to vote. I'm sure everyone had the same plan of voting early, and then everyone got caught up together. But still, voting is something a lot of people like to do. A lot of people hope it changes everything. And this time around, I think some change can happen. But overall, I could be wrong. And I hope I'm not wrong. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Oh, by the way, the voting counts, I guess, stops on the 2nd of June. So I'm assuming the 2nd of June. Maybe it might continue. But the 2nd of June, it's on Sunday. So expect there to be a lot of fun people talking about stuff. Anyways, bye.